Hello. All right, so I guess technology is technology, so and I'm not good at it. So I guess there's an issue with the original feed, so we're trying it again. There we go. Awesome. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I tell you what, I'm gonna do the damn song again because why not? I mean, I know it. Hey, Skip. So, as I was saying before Skip told me that I was wrong, I just want to say, Skip, Hannah, I love you guys. Hey, Contra, I wonder if it's either Hesh or Ek. I love you both. So I have ADD, so when all this goes on, it's amazing, but I'll get distracted. But I keep doing it, by all means. If I jump all over the place, that's why I have severe ADD. But Skip, Hannah, happy anniversary. So amazing. I'm so sorry that you couldn't celebrate in the traditional fashion, but that's kind of where we're at. And ingenuity is the name of the game right now, and I think you guys killed it as far as that's concerned. So I'm so honored to be able to celebrate with you guys. I love you both dearly. So I'll do a noise song because I know those, most of them. So we'll do it.
Always all alone, always a step behind, always on the outside, can't seem to get it right. The son walked the street on his own, with a raised fist to the sky, and he asked why he's all alone. A man alone with just his pride, a lifetime locked inside routine, still is on the outside. Oh, small space inside such big dreams, when you never on the right side. Oh, family by your side, still you never try, still you wanna die, screaming to the night. I can't take it anymore. You walk right out the door into a world that hates you. Just let them erase a lifetime locked inside routine. Still you is on the outside. Oh, small space inside such big dreams, when you're never on the right side. Oh, still is on the outside. Oh, so small space inside such big dreams, when you're on the right side. Oh, break that never comes, horse that never ends. A lifetime that just passes by, while your weekly should be coming. He supposed to ask himself why is fate the one to choose? Feels life's a fucked up race, and the race is just to lose. A lifetime locked inside routine, still is on the outside. Oh, small space inside such big dreams, when you're never on the right side. Oh,
Hello. Greetings from El Paso, Texas. The desert. Again, happy anniversary, Skip. Happy anniversary, Hannah. I'm so honored to be able to do this, and really am glad for the opportunity to get to do this again, because as nervous as it makes me, I really like playing music for people, and I don't get to do it very much. Contra, thank you guys so much. I love you. Little story since Contra's here. When I was in Afghanistan, Contra Records actually sent me an acoustic guitar, and man, what a incredible gift that was, because I wrote most of Rising Tide on that and some of Scars We Hide in Afghanistan with this acoustic guitar. Is a Spanish guitar too that I wasn't good enough to play the right way, so I played it the wrong way, which that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to have talent. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hi, Mama. Mom's here. Again, the fact that my mother knows how to use Instagram, A, B, knows how to stream stuff is, man, it's so fantastic. It would be like if I learned how to fly like the space shuttle. It's the same technological prowess involved. So, yeah. Thor, what's up, buddy? My classmate Thor from Georgia is here. Just discovered the band yesterday. So, hey, up the skunks, SPD. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. I wanted to play a song that it's a cover, and so Noise started by Nate. And when we really started getting to talking about starting a band, or me joining the band really, and what we wanted to do with that, we went to a place called Puget Sound Pizza in downtown Tacoma. And they had, it's water, Mom. They have karaoke every weekend. And we used to just like destroy it, literally. And me being a Georgia guy originally, I always did the same song over and over again, and Nate would always make fun of me for it. But I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to dedicate it to Nate because I love him and I miss him. But this was my karaoke song that he used to give me crap for all the time. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships are rolling, and I watch them roll away again. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I have nothing to live for, it looks like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change, everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my bone, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam, just to make this dock my home. Oh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Thank you, digital audience. This is Beer Mom, sorry. thought it was proportionate though. Farts. All right, well. So anyway, thank you guys again for tuning in. Nate, I hope you saw that and made fun of it. Yeah, I'm originally from the South. I grew up on Motown. My mom raised me on Motown. My dad was the rock and roll guy, so I kind of grew up mixed between like Otis Redding and Marvin Gaye and Rolling Stones. So it just depended on who was driving. Hey, P. So my wife is in the other room trying to keep the kids at bay. But anyway, yeah. So it's a lot of fun. Again, I appreciate the opportunity. He's not wrong. He's Nate, so he's gonna make fun of me. That's what he does. He's my brother. We'd love to play Philadelphia. Philly is one of those few cities on the East Coast that I have not been to. So I'd really love to play. Yeah, my dad taught me how to whistle. He was really good too. Really good at whistling. So that's a Henson thing that we do, is whistle. We're not good at much, but by God, we can whistle. So I'll do some Stadium Way, I think, if you guys don't mind. And dude, show me where the cheesesteak is when I get there, and we'll do it.
Ever eagles, ever afraid, ever remind you you betrayed. Try to fight through the doubt it won't take. A commitment to concede your biggest mistake. You're finally bound for a crowd you can't play. Losing the race. Ever a sin when we're falling from grace. Hard to move forward when you're running away. Nobody's there to keep it. How far can you fall till you find person you were the one left behind? Deep inside you're defined by a lie. Decent facade on display on the outside will never be, no matter how hard you try. Losing the race. Ever a sin when you're falling from grace. Hard to move forward when you're running out of place. Nobody's there to keep pace. Far from the place you used to be. Shadow of yourself, the one you can't see. Blind to your plight, oblivious now. Invested in greed, unfit somehow. You're losing yourself. You're blind to who you become. Life's work undone, no heroes in song. Have you forgotten just where you come from? Losing the race. Ever a sin when we're falling from grace. Hard to move forward when you're running in place. Nobody's there to keep pace. Losing the race. Ever a sin when we're falling from grace. Hard to move forward while you're running in place. Nobody's there to keep pace.
Thank you. Sim, what's up, buddy? How are you? Well, I assume. It's weird. So, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Jesse, my buddy Jesse Wagner from the Agrolites was before me. I hope you caught his set. I'm sure it was probably better than mine. What's up, buddy? What do you need? Come on. You want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.
This is Liam. He's kicking it. He had to take a break from video games so I could do this, which is a pretty big sacrifice, right? It is. We're all making sacrifices. Yeah, so everybody's waving. Pretty cool, right? Nice.
Yes. Bye.
See ya. So, yeah. This is pretty fun. So, a while ago, like I said, last time we did this, I did a record with one of my best friends, Kenny, in the... Hey, Steph.
Hi.
You gonna come say hi?
No.
You know what I was gonna say? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I did a record, a 7-inch, for our side project called Stadium Way, which is named after the street where we used to live in Tacoma. Why are you why are you tiptoeing like they can hear you?
Because I don't want to make noise.
So that was a song from that record. I really miss playing with my brothers. I miss playing with Kenny because it was a lot of fun to record. A lot of people don't know this, but Kenny is way better at guitar than he is at drums, and that's saying quite a bit because he's an amazing drummer. But that dude goes hard on the guitar. How we made it through, the guitar solo was actually that was not Ferris. She is absolutely gorgeous. Yes. So how we made it through, actually, Kenny does the solo on that. And that's why it sounds like Eddie Van Halen is doing the solo. He's phenomenal. He's one of the most talented musicians I've ever come across. So very, very lucky to be able to play music with him, and I wish we could do it some more. But that's where we're at, because we got to stay home. And I'm not going to do any political stuff, but I will say this. If you are protesting and keeping hospital workers from getting to their job, you're a prick, and you should stop. The polarization of our country is extended to a point where I think people are making some really incredibly bad decisions that I think they're going to look back on and really regret, and not like to look back on and regret like when you're in college or high school. For me, I was in college for a year. It's not ignorance that can be attributed to youth. It's ignorance that's attributed to the degree with which you become ingrained in your own political stance, and you've made that supersede making responsible decisions. So hospital workers, healthcare workers, thank you so much for what you're doing to keep us safe. People that are protesting and yelling at hospital workers and keeping them from doing their job, you suck. Stop. Don't do it anymore. I'm sure you listen to me, but that's where we're at. So in the vein of Stadium Way, my mom, last time I did this, asked me to sing a song by a guy named James Taylor. And I told her no because I didn't know any. So what I did was I learned a James Taylor song, but what I did was I learned a cover of a cover. And so I'm gonna play it, and this is for my mom that I miss very much, and she's by herself, hanging out, and it's gotta be tough, but thank goodness for FaceTime. So I'll give this a shot. If I butcher it, sorry. Spike from Me First and the Gimme Gimmes is coming on in a little bit. I hope he's not watching, but if you are, stop, because this is kind of a cover of a cover.
Yesterday morning, you let me know you were gone. Since I no plans to make a put it into you. I woke up this morning and I wrote down this song. can't remember who to sing it to. Well, I seen fire and I seen rain. I seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Oh, won't you look down upon me, Jesus? Gotta help me make a stand. Just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. You wouldn't leave me any other way. Well, I seen fire and I seen rain. I seen sunny days that I thought would never end. Seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I always thought that I'd see you again.
I love you too, Mama. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. Sorry. Mom's a teacher, so when I make grammatical mistakes, she corrects me and has done since the time that I started speaking, I think. So, no grammatical mistakes. So hey, I'll do one more, and then I'll let Ferris come out, because nobody really cares about me. I do want to say happy birthday to my buddy Danny, my brother, my skunk's brother. I love you and I miss you, and I'm having a tough time right now. But we're thinking of you, and I love you to death. And also, dude, everybody's getting their little checks. I guess some people aren't. I haven't sent any out, so it's not my fault if you didn't. Please support small business if you have the means to do so. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again because it bears repeating. Our go-to is Amazon all the time because it's easy, it's convenient. Man, support small business, please. We're going to need them when this is all over. We're going to need shows. We're going to need records, tattoos. Sorry, Mom, but I'm still going to get tattooed. We need those businesses, and they've always supported us and done what we've expected them to do and given us the services that we've expected them to give us. And so now it's time for us to reciprocate some of that. So if you have the means, please support small business. Yeah, so Stadium Way, I did it with Kenny. We only have one 7-inch out. I'm trying to write some more stuff, but I'm kind of in a funk a little bit. But I wrote this song when my dad was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. And it's just kind of about mortality and how we don't really think about it a lot of times until it kind of sneaks up on us. And it's a song called Shadows, and my friend Kevin from a band called The Interrupters was kind enough to do keyboards and organ on it, and he did it in a hotel room overnight and sent it to me. And it's my favorite. It's my favorite Stadium Way song. It's very personal to me because my dad passed almost 2 years ago. And it's very rough to watch. But music has always been a vehicle for me to get through the things that are difficult for me to deal with, and this was no exception. I was writing a lot and listening to a lot of music, but this one's for Dad. It's called Shadows.
Give the time when it's not us to give. How a blessed hands fall right through sin. There is all at the end. Easy grass will fill up my head. Should be filled with memories instead. Now I sit and wonder what to do. What to do? If it's fate, and I resent it, but I feel it wasn't meant to be. Even say, you know I never meant it. So much more I thought I had to say. over time, we start to see it's not endless as we thought it would be. Not the debts we owed, I were free. Eternity welcomes us in with open arms, and it's only then start to wonder how it begins. How it begins. If it's fate, then I was in it. Without feeling it wasn't meant to be. The state, you know I never meant it. So much more I thought I had to say. There's a shadow spanning over our time. One by one needing ghost stars. Who's to say if it's your turn or mine? Unless it slips and it shows us. If it's fate, and I was in it, but I feel it wasn't meant to be. The state, you know I never meant it. So much more I thought I had to see.
Ferris! P-Pants! Thank you, guys. I'll go get Ferris. Ferris. Come on. Come on, quick. Here we go. I'm back. Here come the kids. Come on, look. It's a video. Okay. Be careful, because you have feet, sock feet. Can you say hi? Don't pick your nose, please. Until afterward.
I'm not.
What are you doing?
I'm brushing.
Oh, okay. All right. So these are the kids, Liam and Ferris. Most of you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably see them all the time. So, can you say hi, guys?
Hi.
Who are you dressed like right now?
I'm just like Elsa.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what Elsa wear.
Oh.
Not Anna.
Can you say hi to Rosie?
Hi, Rosie.
What else is going on?
The
No?
virus is around and...
The virus is around?
Yep. A lot of people have them. And why did boys want to talk to questions to me?
What?
Questions to me.
Those are people that are saying hi to you guys.
No.
Oh, there's somebody
Hi.
from Germany. Can you say hi?
Hey! I'm gonna draw a mustache on you. No!
Not with a Sharpie, you're not.
No!
Go get a Crayola thing. We'll do it on that.
Hey, I'm a girl.
That's correct. So what else is
Hey,
going on?
give me. Hey, I'm a girl and I have a hat on.
That's true. All of those are true things. So, Liam, tell them about online school. How do you like online school?
Boo!
So we don't like online school very much.
Nuh-uh.
I'm sure if you guys are parents, you probably have the same problem with it. So things are probably going to get very hectic right now, just so you guys know. Hello, Lisa from England.
And it's me, Jungle Percy.
What are you talking about? Hey, tell them about the what's it called? The bug that was on the ceiling today?
Yeah.
What's that called?
I don't know what it's called.
A mob? What is it?
A mob.
A mob. So there's a mob on the ceiling. What'd you try and do?
I tried to go next to it.
How did you try and go next to it?
I did it with a chair and a stool, but it didn't come down.
Yeah, you put the stool on top of the chair. And if that hadn't worked, would you have put more stuff on top of the stool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have killed yourself. So I'm glad that I saw that. Liam, how do you like school in El Paso?
No!
He doesn't. He's not a big fan.
I would rather play this.
He would rather play that.
Xbox.
He would. Actually, dude, you can play Xbox now. I'm done, sort of. I may play one more song, but we'll see. When are you getting Pen Sergeant Major? Presumably when I graduate the course. So we're doing everything online right now.
Yep.
I'm working online.
And I burped in Daddy's face.
You burped in my face?
Yeah.
That's not very nice. Do you want to play Xbox or not? Okay.
And
Thank you very much.
No, don't end it.
Okay, I won't.
I need to sing to them.
You're gonna sing to them?
Yeah.
You guys are in for a treat. Here we go. Sit, put it right here.
Right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
1 and a 2. Go. You want me to play for you?
No.
No? Acapella. Boys to Men. Here we go.
The stars in the light, I get on and bright. My mom puts me in bed, I brush my teeth in the morning. Oh, 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 yeah. I never get out of bed, I go to sleep. I get a bedtime snack, and when I wake up Daddy, I get on my phone. I never
Whoa. That's like a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Whoa.
I'll go far.
You go far?
Here. Whoa.
It's pretty dangerous. Do you have any other songs? Are you still going? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I want to play a song. I go on
Okay.
lights in the sky. The pretty light.
Oh,
Actually, I'm not going to sing that. Whoa. That's my different songs. In the sky this morning, I'll get out and see the birds flying in the sky. Don't end it.
I'm not ending it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna live, oh yeah, it's kind of bright, but I'm gonna live, yeah.
What's up?
Can you say hi to Uncle Nate?
Hi, Uncle Ray.
Hey, Ferris. Look who it is.
Oh, it's Lincoln. Liam, come here. It's Lincoln.
What's up, Bluetooth? How you doing? Good. Good, I hope you're doing really good. I got you Xbox today. Hey, look at me. Nobody likes you, Phyllis. Sorry.
What's up, man? Are you guys in the shop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the kids' takeover, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Just doing some stuff that you have no idea what this is.
Nope, I don't know what any of that is. It looks like some sort of car parts.
You know what that is?
It looks like cars that I wouldn't be able to open the door to.
Disabled vehicles, that's right.
I'm singing.
All right, sing one more
Yeah.
song. Okay.
No. A lot of songs.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This one is funny.
Look,
Oh, nice.
it's Tank's bike.
I keep on my life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I did some work for him.
Scared.
Yeah.
Get on my bike.
Did you play songs yet?
I did. I played for I actually played more than I thought I was going to. I played 6 songs.
I'm in the anti-acoustic movement, by the way, so.
That's a big movement.
Whoa.
It's a big movement. You know, we're kind of spearheading it. You know, we're just kind of making memes against bands that do it and
Yeah, it's always more.
talking crap mostly.
I like to make fun of things.
Because you know
more
what?
than
I don't
do.
want anybody to play music for me.
No, that's one of my favorite things to do is to shit on people that are trying to do something positive.
I'm singing.
So fortunately, there's a wealth of that. What are you doing?
Singing.
Honey, sing.
Okay. This one's gonna be ending soon.
Lincoln, what's up, bud?
Hi.
How do you like online school?
He's not doing very much of it. The teacher is on vacation.
That would be sweet. That is not the experience that we're having.
There's a little bit of it, but it's it's Washington State. It's pretty awesome. It's not what it is, Matt. It's how it looks.
That's a ball.
Oh man.
Why are all your posters backwards?
Oh, because when you do this live stream, everything's backwards.
Oh, that's right.
So that's why my uncle thought that I played guitar left-handed. I was gonna let him continue to think that.
That must be that Bill Gates conspiracy everybody's talking about.
Well, I took the vaccine that he made, and so now I play guitar left-handed, and all my posters are backwards.
Right.
Oh,
It's important work.
I know. Okay, this one's not.
I want to show Ferris.
This one's gonna be long.
My
Hi,
stupid thing.
Lincoln. What?
That's her go-to.
Hold on, he's gonna show you something.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's
What is it? Whoa,
cool.
cool! Look at that.
Whoa! How did you do that?
Isn't it cute? His little wiggly butt.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's a shimmy. That's a shimmy if I've ever seen one.
It is.
Hey, I'm singing.
This is a takeover, man.
Yeah. Why don't you take a? You want to take a break?
No.
There's a popsicle in the freezer. There's another one.
Another one.
You gotta take that.
Oh my God.
There's a popsicle.
All right. Well, we're doing this live feed. Just play for a minute, and then we'll go on.
How's everything going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just trying to get by, Trying to make some sense of it all. Trying to stay busy.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm still doing the everything online, so it's like 6 hours of class on the internet, which is, man, for someone with ADD, it's tough. But that's where we're at. At least I still get to go to school.
I've been working, building cars and stuff, but there's this stuff. It's like once you work on a car for so long, it develops all this grinding dust and metal dust. It's like basically like a billion paper cuts. So you'll climb inside a car and just be covered in just little tiny metal shards that eat you alive. It's like little itty bitty barracudas. So I've been doing that for a couple weeks. It's pretty good.
Remember all the times you would get metal in your eyeball?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I think the first time we practiced, you had a metal shard in your eye.
Yeah, your body doesn't build up an immunity to metal shards.
Hang on. What is happening? What is happening right now? Can you break that in half and give her half of it? I think that's the source of the...
He's gonna want more though.
No, she'll be fine. There's a popsicle, and we're... Dude, break it in half, and then give her half. What else is going on?
Nothing.
What's up with the side projects?
The dance stuff?
Sure. I wasn't going to tell him about that, but I think you just did.
No, I mentioned it in my own thing.
Cat's out of the bag.
Man, one of them I'm really excited about. But yeah, I just need to find a way to record at home.
The one that you sent me is amazing. Steph likes it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good at making music people don't like.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty successful at that as a band. I think that we're pretty good at.
Yeah. So.
You know how to
Hey, don't sit on that one because it's not. This thing will topple over. Because look, it goes like that. It'll fall over super easy. Danger. Sorry, had to take a danger break.
I forgot.
You forgot what?
What?
In the sink.
I don't know.
I don't know what's
Got
happening.
nothing. So yeah, I just got to find a way to record at home. I don't know.
So Josh got the records. So for the few people that are still hanging out, the new single is out. It's there. It's tangible. It just arrived in Tacoma. So Josh has the copies. And it's, man, Pirates did a phenomenal job with it. That vinyl is nice.
It looks really cool. So it's a 12-inch.
It is. And it's such a nice piece of vinyl. It kind of sucks that noise is on it. Really.
Yeah.
It seems like, it should be a better band, but sorry.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, just get over it, okay?
We can't all be
We
good.
try our hardest, okay?
Can't all be good.
No, they can't all be winners. Actually, I think Lost is a pretty damn good song.
This is a pretty good song.
Is it? Okay.
Oh.
I think we're good if we use the outside holes on the front radiator brackets and cross measure with the upper K-member mounts. I think
That sounds good. Is there gas in it?
Hello?
we're not yet.
Okay, then I can't tell you what's wrong. Wait, is there a flat tire?
I got this tape measure that has a magnet on it and it just slides around.
Wee. Again. Wee.
Joe Ramone said, if you can't be good, just don't get caught. The funny story, one time we played and we were playing with one of Casey's bands. I don't recall which one. It could have been Vegas at the Fremont Country Club. But it was, I was up. Yeah, that's where it was. Fremont Country Club. And I was upstairs and I was stressing over it. I'm like, man, I don't think I did a good job and all this stuff. And he's like, hey, don't worry about it. Everyone's just watching the singer.
That was the first time that we played punk rock bowling.
Was it? Oh yeah, that was a mess. They gave us the wristbands for the wrong club.
We made it though. So that was we played with One Way System, Cro-Mags, and a Global Threat.
That's right.
So no pressure.
That's right.
And then Casey from Old Firm Casuals was playing for Cro-Mags.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a home show.
that was fun. Once things got going, it was good.
Oh,
Logistically, I can't even imagine doing a fest like that.
I'm gonna butcher your Instagram name, but she was at that show. That was a lot of fun. That was a really fun show. We had actually played. We played Chicago the next night. So we played punk rock bowling, and then we went to Chicago and we played Midwest Live and Loud. And that was
Sounds
pretty
about
fun.
right.
We did a lot in that 4-day weekend. That was back when you could travel.
Good old days.
Yeah. Totally. So are you working at the shop like all the time now?
I'm working at a hot rod shop. Yeah, because I can work alone.
Are you going to build a Batmobile?
No, it's a cool thing. Actually, we're building a race car, and the guy's trying to break a land speed record at the Bonneville Salt Flats. So it's pretty cool to be on that team.
But no Batmobile is what you're saying?
No Batmobile.
Well, then, Nate, what's the point?
Right? I don't get it. I don't get racing when you're not racing another person, because you're actually going to lose because you're racing time, and time always wins.
So when I was a kid, I played basketball, as you know, and we always had to do like wind sprints, and then the coach would time it. And then he would say, if your second time is slower than your first time, then you're going to keep doing them all day. And everybody's like, oh man, this is so hard. And I was like, this isn't hard at all. Just go really slow your first time. And then you'll look like, man, you really, that second, third wind sprint, man, you really caught a second breath, man. That was amazing. You did it in half the time you did in your first one. I mean, I would walk the first one. But, man, it's all about perspective.
Yeah, I feel like if you're racing another person, you won. That's it. It's 50-50. You're the winner, clearly.
Correct.
But you're racing time? What, to break a record by a half a second?
7:14 drunk punks, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything.
No. The real show is backstage beforehand. A lot of people think that backstage is a party. There's two scenarios that happen backstage. One of them is we're with another group of senior citizens and we're talking about our kids.
Or Matlock. Or like
Yeah, and the second scenario is we're not talking to each other. We're just pacing back and forth and taking turns nervously trying to poop and being unable to because we're so wrecked about playing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is always fun.
Yeah, the nervousness is real.
The venue, remember, was it this? Yeah, it was in Boston when we played with Street Dogs. There was one bathroom upstairs, and I don't think they factored in the noise bathroom visits. So that was
That's right. It was busy.
we played.
No, it wasn't it downstairs, but the dressing room was upstairs, and you had to go downstairs.
No,
and then down a long hallway.
There was a bathroom upstairs, but there were lots of families and stuff, and I felt bad for like taking up. I didn't want to go to the bathroom and take up the bathroom. I didn't want to like take up the bathroom if family was there. Your front curl.
Oh, favorite place to play? This is a good question.
What's that?
Favorite place to
Favorite
play?
place to
I mean,
play.
that depends on the fans, really. I mean, that depends on the people. That you could have a good show anywhere.
Ferris is getting mad. Favorite place to play? Probably. So characters, the crowd of characters is always the best.
Yeah. I just got to
like-
give a shout out to Salt Lake City, though, because Salt Lake City brings it every time.
Dude. That show in Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
it's so amazing.
Salt Lake City is crazy because it's like a bunch of dudes like this standing with their arms crossed, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna go over like a lead balloon, right?
Yeah,
And you're super nervous, and then you start playing, and the whole place just opens up like gnarly. It's crazy.
Pick me up like this.
Liam's playing a video game. I'm not sure if you're able to tell or not.
Pick me up like this. Pick me up like that.
Favorite? So I'm trying to think of places that we've played more than once where we can actually get some. We actually have context. Salt Lake City was absolutely one of the best, and then like all of Europe except for maybe Switzerland, because that was weird.
It was super weird.
Because that was the show where there was like 30 people there, and everybody had their arms crossed. England, how goes it? And then I kept taking pictures in front of this like castle that was in the background because there's like this cool patio. Like the backstage was amazing, and there was a cool patio. And I kept taking like selfies and pictures and stuff of this castle. And I posted it, and then Spiller from Germany was like, "Hey, that's a kid's prison." I was like, "It's still really nice, though. You got to go."
Yeah, I mean, it's nice.
At least go to like something that looks like Hogwarts.
Europe is cool because you could poop someplace that's like older than the Declaration of Independence.
Yep, and pay for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember the dude that?
Some people don't though.
No, they don't. They just use the urinal. That's an interesting dynamic to Europe that we had not considered. But
Hold on. What's Josh Ignis? I missed it. What's your question? Bleach Jeans, you seconded it. What was it? I'm sorry, I missed it.
have you had
Gotta
any
wait
good
for the
shows in
lag.
Idaho? No. The answer is no. We've never been to Idaho. Boston show was amazing. Okay, I'm just seeing all these. Anytime that I have like some sort of issue with anything like technology related, I feel like my grandmother, like, because my grandmother used to actually read everything as we passed it, so she would read everything out loud, and it was pretty cool.
Do you feel like as you ascend in the ranks, though, you're like becoming like you have to use technology more in your job, but you're actually less good at it than somebody that maybe started doing that?
So that's really an interesting dynamic, especially for the Army, and like really important for people, I think, in all vocations to remember, is the fact that like you're old, man. Like the technological advances that are happening in almost every vocation really demand that you have to kind of concede that, like, hey, dude, this 20-year-old knows a hell of a lot more about this than I do. So,
Pause. That's bucket list. Latin America's bucket list. I want to play Mexico City real bad.
yeah, dude, I was just talking. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I really want to go to Mexico City bad. I want to go to Brazil really badly. Steph wants to go to Brazil, so let's just go, man. Turns out we actually can't travel right now. So, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Josh, how many, if we played Sioux Falls, South Dakota, how many people do you estimate would come to that show?
Not that we care.
No. Because some of our best shows have been to like 5 people, and that's fine. I'm curious. I'll take my answer off the air. I don't know how to get the. This is what I'm talking about too. Like I look like a total idiot.
Yeah, we're dying to go to Fitchburg.
Daddy, look at it.
They have the best sports bar ever.
It's pretty. Look
Yeah,
at
we've Pittsburgh and Philly are 2 places that we really want to play.
No, he said Fitchburg.
I don't know where that is. I'm not
It's a town in Massachusetts that actually holds the record for the biggest cocaine bust in U.S. history, I think.
Oh, we need to go there.
Yeah.
Told them my booties are open.
It's pretty great. They have good sports bars like O'Houlihan's and I don't know, some other Irish stuff.
Remember O'Malley's in Tacoma?
Oh, yeah.
And our
Well, you know what I used to call it? Peckerwood Bar and Grill. Come on down.
Kendra's on. He's at the shop. You want to say hi?
Hey, Nate.
Steph says hi.
Hey, how's it going?
She's not going to.
How are you?
She hasn't prepared enough.
Huh?
She's fine. I don't know what.
Hey, you know what? If I can do this with this quarantine look I have going on, so can you.
First time. Yeah, he's got really. Remember when I went to Afghanistan and he wouldn't cut it?
Nate, our hair is the same length.
Yeah, you guys look like wizards.
Yeah, at night I like to put my ponytail through the back of my hat. Yeah.
Hey, Gordy. We love you.
My
buddy.
wife likes
Miss
it.
you. Yeah, Gordy's right here. You want to say hi to him?
Hey, Gordy.
Steph's right here, just off camera. Like right.
Hey,
I have cut off camo shorts on. For the first time in over a year, by the way. I have not worn cut off camos in over
proud
a
of you,
year.
bud.
And I was like, you know what? Today's the day. Here we
I'm
go.
proud of you.
What is your favorite color? I'm assuming that's for Ferris, because nobody cares what my favorite color is. Steph's is red. So if that was for Steph, we're good. Ferris is pink. Sweden. We would love to play Sweden. Dude, remember it was Switzerland. My stomach messed up really bad, and we couldn't find a bathroom, and we went to the emergency room.
Yeah, here's an interesting fact. So there's like an ICU or whatever in the parking lot. Like there's a small building that was like a critical care wing or something like that. And just behind the parking lot was this giant church, and it was about 11:45 when you went in. Fast forward 15 minutes, goong, goong. This bell that's so loud, you can't possibly imagine. I could just imagine being in that intensive care unit and having this bell. Yep, she's back.
Hey, Beef Slacks wants to know, that's a funny name, what your favorite Boston bands are. And after you go, I'm going to go because like 9 of my favorite bands are from Boston.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't like any of them.
Again. Again.
I mean, dude, obviously, well, I'm not sure. It's iffy if they're a Boston band. They may be a New Hampshire band. I don't really know exactly, but of course the Bruisers are in the #1 spot. You know, when I was a kid, those Bruiser shows were everything. If I got a chance to see them, it was amazing. It was a moment in time that was so magical. And also really kind of upsetting and violent. But, you know, hey.
Atlanta was very much the same way. It was a violent scene. But I'm thankful for it. Just kind of like my first unit in the 82nd Airborne Division was very difficult. It was a hard unit to be in. But everything after that seemed so much easier because of where you came from. So I think the parallels between the scene and the military that I obviously have to make a lot is Atlanta is a hard place to grow up, man. In that scene, and but my favorite, gosh, I have so many favorite Boston bands. A Global Threat is the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I never saw them live, but I really like DYS. I bought that record, and I pretty much wore it out when I was a kid. I love that band.
Andrew Wild, I've seen the Anti-Heroes so many times, I can't even tell you, man. But yeah, those are the shows. Like Patriot would come down from North Carolina, and we had Anti-Heroes, Terminus City, Time Bomb 77, Adolf and the Piss Artists, the Breakaways. Dude, Atlanta was amazing in the late 90s. It was. But yeah, go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry.
I got nothing.
Slapshot. I've never heard of them. Is that a movie?
Yeah, actually, Slapshot and stuff prior to Slapshot, Negative Effects, I think was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember Uncle Jack?
Mm-hmm.
That's Uncle Jack's band, Slapshot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Those were some awesome shows. And James mentioned the channel. I think the channel gets a lot of a bad press from people, and but I'm really grateful that place existed. They had a weird habit of putting like really incongruent bands together, like, but that was part of the fun, you know. They just put a weird mix of people that really didn't like each other much together in one room, and then park a couple ambulances outside and see what happened. It was really crazy. Those shows were really great. I'm not from Boston, so I never really went to the Rat or any place like that as much as people from there. But for me, coming from Maine, it was always the Channel. The Channel had the biggest shows. Those were the most accessible to me as a young kid.
Yeah. Man. So, Death Before Dishonor, absolutely. All those guys were actually at, well, at least Brian was there when we played in Boston. Yeah, I saw Last Rites that Choke's doing now again. That's probably for you, Nate, if Jocko is around the scene.